Arun session. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello all. In the continuation of session, in the continuation of date of this refresher course, today we are on day 9 for introduction of portfolio analysis, building blocks, and analyzing performance drivers, and portfolio optimization is our subject for the day. And Mr. Professor Asif Rampurawala and Mrs. Sanjeela Sagar Madam is with us. So welcome, sir, and carry to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Yesterday we had looked at time series analysis, specifically with the ARIMA model case study also towards the end. We had also started off with the ggplot2 kind of demonstration. Today will be our last session on R, and tomorrow we'll be doing a bit of data analysis as per our schedule using data analytical tools and data analytical tool pack using Excel. So we will try to correlate the data which we have studied here with what we can do in Excel. Many people had been asking about Excel and how we did it. So we'll try to correlate whatever we learned with Excel also. Now, today, what we will do is we will take the first something called as portfolio analysis. Yesterday also, if you remember, we had looked at something called as
Time series.
Yes, time series, but for more importantly, trying to predict the trend and trying to understand what model it could fit into and how we can extrapolate data and find out what would be the next value for a particular stock. Now, what today we will be doing is we'll try to take some other stocks. Not so we looked at two stocks basically yesterday. We looked at Microsoft stock, and then we looked at another stock. Forgot the name of the stock, which is FB, Facebook. So we did the two things, and then we also looked at the GDP data. Today, what we will do is we will look at again another financial package, a couple of financial packages actually, and we will see how we can use that to do something a little bit more in depth in terms of analytics. So hopefully you will get to learn, and towards the end maybe we will spend some time, maybe last half an hour we'll keep for doubt solving, because many of you all I feel that still have doubts. And as Sanjeela ma'am and I were talking, that lots of people have been calling us and trying to message us about various kinds of doubts. So we would try to solve those doubts towards it, and we'll try to complete it.
Yes. They
so that we have some time.
Asif sir, mainly doubts are related to MySQL. So let us take those doubts. MySQL ka na ek bar again we will take those things.
Chalega. So we will spend some time at the end towards that also, and hopefully even tomorrow, if doubts do not finish, do not worry. Tomorrow again we will spend some time just solving doubts of MySQL and R. Okay, Excel I don't expect too many doubts to come in any case, but agar kuch aaya to bhi hai, and so we will spend. So you keep the doubts. You can send us the doubts. During the course of this session. All the doubts you might not answer immediately. We will answer it as per the flow. Even अगर आपका MySQL का doubts है, आप डाल के रखिए questions में. We will take it at the end. Okay. All right. So over to you, ma'am. Let's start the day 9.
Yes. Mishra ji, please organizer बनाइए. So we are towards end of the course or training, we can say that. So today is the second last day. So today we will be covering portfolio analysis. So the various are financial packages that are used for portfolio analysis. There are so many. Actually, there are so many. Into this particular case study which we have taken. So there will be total 4 which we are going to use. So the first one is quant mode. So quant mode is again a very powerful package that is designed for quant traders to explore and build quantitative training models. Okay. So here, if we will say, so it comes with again, yesterday as while doing time series, we have seen that while installing the package, it was downloading two inbuilt packages XTS and Zoo. And at that time also I said that these will be used. So these were used for time series data. So it also comes with this. So the quant mode package, with this package, we can do three important things. Number one is we will be able to download the data. And if we want, we will be able to create a charts and technical indicators or some other kind of functions you will see when we will be doing the case study. Then second package which we will be using today is portfolio analytics. Now, what is the purpose of this portfolio analytics is this package is basically designed to optimize the portfolios according to a specific criteria. Right, definitely the portfolio we can't say directly inbuilt it will take, we need to optimize also. So for optimization, either like let me take an example, there is a method called as mean variance portfolio optimization. So if we want to use that or some other method, so we would be able to do that with this package. And then this package, with the help of this package, we can get solutions and visualizations for portfolio problems with complex objectives and constraints. So it basically allows you to specify a portfolio with assets, constraints, and objectives that are being solved, right? So it supports various objective types, mainly like if we have to work with returns, what kind of returns do we get, risk, risk budget, and weight concentration. So it has solid functions for optimization problems, and we will be able to create a chart such as risk budgets and efficient frontier. The next package is performance analytics. This comes along with portfolio analytics. So if we have installed portfolio analytics, so performance analytics automatically gets installed. So portfolio package already comes with this. So हम लोग को अलग से performance analytics install करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So if we install portfolio, performance will automatically gets installed. So it is basically used for calculating the portfolio returns, right? Everybody is interested into portfolio returns. Recently, one of my colleague told me to, why don't you invest into this share market equity? So I said, being a this non-financial person, I'm scared of this. So he said, no, you should know how to build the portfolio and all that. So again, the thing is, the people who are not from finance are very much scared of investing into equity. So with the help of this, such tools are available, which helps us in all this. So it is basically used for performance and risk analysis of financial instruments or portfolios. And it basically includes functions like to calculate metrics such as conditional value at risk, standard deviations, expected tail loss, and expected shortfall, if any. Then we have finally derivative markets, which is used for the valuation of options and is specifically used for basically portfolio optimization. And this package contains a set of pricing and expository functions that are useful for financial derivatives. Okay. So these are these are not the only ones. Again, I am saying these are not the only ones, but the case study which we are going to use today are in that we are going to use these four. And for installation, because portfolio analytics consists of these, so we have to install only two packages today. One is quant mode and another one is portfolio analytics. So we will install only these two. So I think now by the time now everybody has started with their R, right? So R studio is open now. So let us do this. So first thing is that we will have the thing, right? Yesterday sir has said that how to install the stock data and all that, so we will also do the same thing. So here we will also download stock data from multiple sources. So let's see how we can do that, and I will show you also once you are install these libraries. So let us start this. So here in this library, with the help of this library, then we will use get symbol function to download the data. ठीक है, हम लोग को कुछ भी मेहनत नहीं करना पड़ेगा, हम सिर्फ get symbol function यूज करेंगे और उससे डेटा ले लेंगे. Okay, so let us start now. So first is what install packages quant mode. So first we need this package. So let me yesterday it is there. So let me remove it. Okay, so now what do we want is first you need is what to install the package quant mode. So again I said that there are two different ways. One is using this command install.packages and then quant mode, or second, those who make mistakes in all these, they can go to the right pane of our studio. There at the bottom they will get his packages, go to this packages and then install, right? It will give this and there you can write is quant mode. So na spelling na kuch, it will help us because it gives us that facility of drop down box from where we will be able to select it. So it depends on internet facility also, that how strong is your connection. So you can see that when I was supposed to write quant mode, so it has started giving me is what suggestions, that which one you want. So it is quant mode. So quant mode has come. I will select this and I will click on to what install. So remember this, that you have click on to install dependencies checkbox also. What will happen then, whatever dependencies means package consists of, so all those will also get installed, then we don't have to install them separately. Like I said that portfolio analytics, it comes with performance analytics and derivative markets, so wo bhi install ho jayenge when we will say install dependencies. So we don't have need to install them separately. So click, see to it that you have checked it, install dependencies, and then click on to install. So all the packages will get installed onto your machine. So you will see it depends on to the speed of internet, how much time it is going to take. So you can see this, that it has started installing now. So once sorry, once the package is installed, then we have to bring the package to our workspace, right? So it is still installing, taking time. So you can see here that as I said that we need is get symbols, right? So all the different types of get symbols are coming. So you can see here get symbol, then save chart, zoom chart, trade model. So all those are being getting installed. Period return. So now it is showing me that my package has been downloaded. So once the package has been downloaded, it is stored onto my machine. Now I have to bring that package to my workspace. So bringing to my workspace, for that I need the command is library, and then you can see here it is showing me that you have quant mode available. So I will select here. So there will be no issues related to. So you can see here it has downloaded XTS and Zoo, right? It has brought that onto my workspace. So let me give you these commands in the chat window so that you can also try this. So now quant mode is there. Second we need is what? Portfolio analytics. Again, there are two ways how you will get this. So either you can take it from packages, go to install, and from there also you can get, you say portfolio analytics. So portfolios, you can see here एनालिसिस नहीं एनालिटिक्स पोर्टफोलियो एनालिटिक्स ये गड़बड़ हो जाएगा रुको फिर मैं टाइप ही कराती हूँ then people will make mistakes. So we need is what? Portfolio analytics, and when I execute it, so let me give you that package, portfolio analytics. I have put the command into chat box window, so take it from there. So you can see here that it has started installing it. So entire package has been installed. Now I have to bring here onto my workspace. So I'm saying a library, and then I have to give the name portfolio analytics. So it has come. Now I will execute this so that it comes to my, so you can see here it has taken. So packages installation is done. Once my all packages installation are done, now we need to download the data set. So which data set we are downloading here? So we are going to download the data set here, which is an example of Apple incorporation stocks. We all know that Apple company, right? So uska stock hai. So it is of 2 years data from them. So 31/12/2016 to 31/12/2018 tak ka hai, right? You can make it here, make the changes also, and you can take from any date. We are taking it for 2 years, 16 to 18. Then which command we will use here? As I said, we will take is what? Get symbols is the name of the function. In the get symbols, we need to put the name of the company. So how they have stored basically. So they have stored the name of the company as AAPL, from which date to which date and what kind of periodicity I want. So data is stored on the basis weekly basis, quarterly basis also, monthly also, and annually also. So we want is what? Onto the daily basis. So let me execute till this, till daily basis, right? And then we will see what it gives us. So what we are, and that data whatever will come will get stored into a data frame AAPL. So we are creating a data frame and we want data to come from, and what is that? Get symbols. So get symbols is an inbuilt function which tries to get the stocks data, right? Which tries to get the stocks data, and which, for which company we want, तो यहाँ से हम लोग ले रहे हैं. So let me execute this. So देखो ये वार्निंग आ रहा है मुझे, क्या बोल रहा है? Get symbols currently uses auto.assign equals to true by default, but will use equals to for and ऐसा सब. So इसी के लिए क्या किया था? Because to avoid this thing, this auto assign equals to false is being given. नहीं तो ये किस लिए दिया, क्यों दिया, वो समझ में आता था. Right? So till version difference का है, बाकी कुछ नहीं है वो problem. So now you can see that the data has come to where AAPL. So once the data has come to this, now I want to see the data. Let me give you also this command in the chat window so that you can execute it and see the data frame. Now this data frame is created, so we know that now there will be 2 years data. So more than 500 rows will be there. So instead of looking at all, I will say head AAPL. And we all know that head is going to return first 6 rows of this data frame. And then I am saying this. So इसने क्या क्या data दे दिया देखिए. It has given its open price, high of that day, low of that day, closing, its volume, and adjusted. So all these are the column names which it has given to us. Now what type of variable it is here? This type. So this AAPL, this is basically an XTS object. So what is the difference between a normal variable and XTS object? So XTS object is useful because it allows us to do time manipulation. Okay. What is the difference between it? XTS is basically advanced version of time series, extra time series, extension of time series है उसका basic XTS, extended time series. So it is an extended time series object. So why do we use it? Because it helps us for doing time manipulation easily. So whenever we use get symbols function, so it returns a extended time series object. Okay. And then our work related to time manipulation will become easy. I think now everybody is with me. Error in this, could not find function get symbols. Have you installed these packages and did the library command? Apple data is coming from quant mode package which we have installed, and quant mode package allows us to download the stock data. That's the reason we have used its function get symbols. Siddharth ji, समझ में आया? We are using quant mode which supports this get symbols function, and it helps us to take the stock data. वो पैकेज के अंदर लाइब्रेरीज वैसी लिखी गई हैं and we are using their inbuilt functions to get our job easy. Asif sir has already taken the session on to how to take for Indian stock market, that is BHAV data from BSE and NSE websites. We can take from there also. Yes, Ravi ji, आपका ये डाउनलोड हो गया तो then write the command library quant mode and library portfolio analytics. प्रीतम सर पहले ये कीजिए install dot packages quant mode. लाइब्रेरी डायरेक्टली लिखा है, पैकेज इंस्टॉल नहीं हुआ है, इसलिए वो एरर आ रहा है. AAPL, here you can take any variable, sir. बबीता मैडम, you can take any variable here. AAPL की जगह आप कुछ भी नाम दे सकते हैं. It's just a variable name. XTS ऑब्जेक्ट बनाया हमने ये. It could be anything. क्योंकि एप्पल इनकॉर्पोरेशन है, यहाँ पे भी AAPL है, इसीलिए AAPL लिखा है. ब्रैकेट में इट इज फॉर द एप्पल इनकॉर्पोरेशन. This is how the data is stored. Like for Reliance, they store as Reliance Industries, it is RIL. For Google, it is GOOG. For Microsoft, it is MSFT.
That is the script name. The script का नाम है वो.
Company name लिखा है वो. AAPL, how the data is stored inside it. Okay, now let us take for Google also, right? Let me get the data for Apple as well as for Google. So how do we can take both together? Okay, दोनों का ही ले लेते हैं. So as we have learned lapply function earlier, lapply function is used to do iteration. Remember that? Instead of for loop, we can use lapply, and lapply 2 is what? It does concatenation of different data into one frame. So let us use lapply function here, and let me take a data of two companies, Apple as well as Google. So how do we will take that? Again, the function is get symbols. Here we will say we will pass X as a variable. So how do it will go? First Apple will be passed here into this X variable. Then Google will be passed here as X variable. And this function will be called twice. ठीक है. सो पहले एप्पल का लेगा 2 ईयर का डेटा, फिर ये गूगल का लेगा 2 ईयर का डेटा, and it will store into my stocks. And how do in my stocks it will store them? In my stocks it will create two different tables, we can say. One will be for Apple and one will be for Google. And in Apple it will be having all the columns which we have seen earlier, and for Google also it will store all. So I will show you also how it is going to take that. So let me see an example of this also, that how it takes. So now we are taking it for two companies. So one is for Apple, another one is for Google. So let me give you also this command. You people also run this. So now the data has come. So let me store this Apple and Google into where? Let me give them names. My stock के जो दो columns बन के उनको names दे देते हैं. What names we are giving? For one, first it will be Apple heading, and for second it will be Google. Remember that वो matrix को हमने names दिए थे. Similar manner यहाँ पे जो data आ गया उसके columns को we are giving names. One will be Apple and one will be Google. Explicitly named so that we can see that. So now let us see for Apple. So again, instead of going for all data, because it consists of huge data, we will see is with the help of head command. So it is head and my stocks Apple. So we know that डॉलर साइन लगाते हैं कॉलम नेम के लिए टू आइडेंटिफाई तो माय स्टॉक्स इज द एंटायर table name, and from there I need a particular column, so I am taking is Apple, so we need to use is dollar sign. So I got for Apple, can you see here it has shown me for Apple open, high, low, close, volume and all that. Then what about Google? Can I get it for Google also? Yes, I can get it for Google also. Just only thing is what I have to write here is what Google, and for that the name is what Google. So then head my stocks Google, so it will show the Google also. So let me give you all these commands, you run those. So if your libraries are installed properly, everything is properly, data will come. Okay, so as we are going to learn portfolio optimization today, so our focus will be on this column, that is adjusted one. So let us see now how to get that. So what we are trying to get, we are trying to get an object with only the adjusted values of Apple and Google. Okay. So what we are doing is we will apply apply my stocks, and then we are saying on to adjusted. Okay. So you can see here adjusted. So we are saying here is what onto my stocks take is adjusted, and we are storing into a variable adjusted prices. Right, and then what we are doing is, so you can see here, then we are calling merge and merge with the adjusted prices. इसमें जो data आ गया वो सारा one by one करते हैं तो ज्यादा clear हो जाएगा. Okay. So let us do this and let me execute this and let me print this adjusted prices what it is showing us. So you can see here that it has shown me daily का कितना सारा रिकॉर्ड 2 years का है ना, पूरा 500 प्लस रोज आ गए मेरे पास, और उसके क्या आए सिर्फ एडजस्टेड प्राइसेस. अब इसकी जगह पे अगर मैं हेड करूं तो ज्यादा बेटर है ना, क्योंकि इतना बड़ा फिर समझ में नहीं आता है, स्क्रॉल स्क्रॉल एंड स्क्रॉल वी डू. So let me do is what head adjusted prices. Again it is not showing me the full data is coming. So it's a time series का object, इसका मतलब data frame नहीं है ये. So it is also this thing. So you run this command to get the adjusted prices. So once the adjusted prices are there, so let us merge them. And now let us run this. And let me print its head now. So you can see here we have got for both Apple as well as Google. दोनों का adjusted आ गया अपने पास. So let me send you these commands. आ गया था ऐड का और ये दोनों. Now here the thing is how to calculate the returns of Apple and Google. We will like to see what kind of returns they are giving. तभी तो पब्लिक इन्वेस्ट करेगा ना, रिटर्न्स अच्छे होंगे तो ही करेगा. अभी मेरे जैसा पर्सन बोलता है नहीं नहीं एफडी मुझे तो बस हो गया, सिप मुझे बस हो गए, बस हो गया, आई डोंट वांट टू इन्वेस्ट इनटू इक्विटी. बट इक्विटी वाला बंदा क्या बोलता है, इन्वेस्ट हियर, योर रिटर्न्स आर गोइंग टू बी मच मच मोर देन योर एफडीज और वो क्या एनएससीज एंड किसान विकास पत्र और क्या क्या करते हैं सब, वो पीपीएफ, राइट, ऑल दोस. So normally the people who are not from finance they are happy with it. चलो ठीक है, कुछ तो मेरा पैसा घर पे ना पड़ा रहे, इसमें इन्वेस्ट किया तो कुछ मिल रहा है. And the people from finance they laugh at people like on to us and then they say they don't even know how to multiply their money, right? So the thing is then they give us that what kind of returns these shares gives you, and then they say keep start building your portfolios, and portfolio to be built in such a manner that which company is going to give you good returns, so have a portfolio of that company. And how you have to invest, it is up to you. And let me tell you a story onto this. One of my friend, he is into finance and he invested, he used to invest basically a very small amount of his salary into this equity, and he has built a very good portfolio for himself. And he always tell me, why don't you do this? So I say, no, I am very much scared because I am not from this finance. I get scared. I always heard about a lot about into the banks that this, अभी बहुत सारे पब्लिक ने एक बैंक गया ना अपना, उसमें कितना पैसा लगा रखा था, बड़े बड़े पोर्टफोलियो उनके बिल्ड हुए हुए थे, राइट, और एक ही दिन में पूरा उसका गिर गया, मार्केट गिर गया. तो मैंने कहा भाई मुझे तो इन सब से बहुत डर लगता है, प्लीज डोंट टेल मी. Okay, so let us see what kind of returns do they give and which is the function to see that. So with single function we have to use and we will see how much returns they are giving. So here the function name is return dot calculate, right? The name of the function is what? Return dot calculate, and we have to do this onto adjusted prices. So we will write here is what? Return dot calculate and adjusted prices, and we are going to store into a variable called as stock. ये जो left hand side पे variable names है ना, ये you can write any. Not necessary that I am writing stock returns, so you have to write this. I am writing adjusted prices, so you have to write. So you can set any names here. These are just variable names. That's it. Okay. So here after this, let us print this stock returns. So what kind of returns they are giving. So from with the help of this, you can see what kind of returns they have given, when it was positive, when it was negative. So let us do it with head. And then you can see here कब positive दे रहा है, कौन negative है ज़्यादा and all that. So let me give you this command so that you can run and see the magic. See, with single command we are able to do that. ज़्यादा कुछ टेंशन लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Inbuilt programming लिखा हुआ है and through that it is working. अब here the thing is that you can see here NA has come. Can you see here NA has come? Why so? Because returns we always see how to see with the previous one and then go ahead with it. So first day का तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं ना, it can't compare it with the previous day. So how we can remove this first day, right? How we can remove this first day? So we will use this word return calculate function में and then we will say minus first row. So what we will say, we will use this and we will say is minus first row. So how do we have to write? Into this square brackets we have to write as -1. So it will subtract the first row, and then again if I will print this, so you will see there is no NN, it has started from the second day. पहले कौन सी आ रही थी date? 1/3/2017. Now it is coming as what? 4/1/2017. P1 है वो. It is year, month and day. So पहले third day का आ रहा था, अभी fourth day का आ रहा है. So it has done is what? A -1. So let me give you this command. You run this and see the results. Could not. What is the meaning of adjusted price? Could not find function. It is giving error. Which function is giving error? Vishal sir, will you tell me which function is giving error? Why? Have you installed ye packages, both the packages? Have you installed both the packages? Yes. And also you have brought them to the workspace. Library दोनों के लिए लिखा. Library quant mode and library this. नहीं आएगा error because it is the function of portfolio analytics. It is there in that. Return dot calculate. Let me show you also that it is the function of portfolio analytics. Return dot calculate in R. So it is the function of this. We can see to its document, official document, R documentation. So if you have any doubts, you can anytime go to R documentation. So it's an officially web portal of R which gives us this. See here it is showing that it is from performance analytics. If your performance analytics is installed properly and you have used it, it is into performance analytics version 2.0.4. It is there in this package. So it will come. आपने R और R का वर्जन हमारा ही लिया था because performance analytics comes with R version greater than 3.5. Or you are using any other. You have taken ours now, then it will work, sir. It will work. You can see here that for me there are so many R versions. Let me show you here. See, you can see here I have 3.5 also and 4.3 also. Because there are few functions onto which we are working which supports is 3.5 in our college, but for financial analytics, because all these libraries were added into higher versions of R, so I have installed this and I am using this 4.03. so if you have taken R version and R studio, it will work. नहीं करेगा ऐसा हो. Yes, load this library. Loading library is giving error. Which error it is giving? आपका लाइब्रेरी इंस्टॉल नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए इश्यूज हैं. ओके, लेट मी टेल यू हाउ टू डू दिस अगेन. फर्स्ट राइट इंस्टॉल डॉट पैकेजेस क्वांट मोड एंड लाइब्रेरी क्वांट मोड. एक एक करके रन करना है. इफ इंस्टॉलेशन इज नॉट डन, डोंट राइट लाइब्रेरी. फर्स्ट लेट योर इंस्टॉलेशन गेट्स ओवर प्रॉपरली. You have seen in the beginning I waited for it and then I have written library. So I have again sent this quant mode. So again do this install dot packages quant mode. So quant mode say we will get symbols wala function, and portfolio analytics से we will get this return dot calculate function. So हमें कुछ manually नहीं करना पड़ता. These libraries help us to make our work easy and we can directly get the results. Right, so write this install dot packages quant mode, execute it, wait till you get this cursor greater than sign in the console. Wait till that time. जब greater than आ जाएगा तब library quant mode लिखना है. Good. So get symbols is working now. Great. And data is fetched. Good. Even do the same thing. Install dot packages portfolio analytics same way. First install this and wait till you get greater than sign here in the console. Till that time you have to wait, and then you have to give is what library portfolio analytics later on. Once all the packages are being installed, then bring them to your workspace. These are inbuilt functions we'll use if we have taken our packages installed packages properly. Package installation का मतलब ही वही है, so that we can use their functionality. Otherwise, why do we are using them? Okay, now till this everybody is with me. It is giving error. Run below comments. We are getting error. This error in head stocks not found. Stock returns. आपने ये वाला किया क्या पहले? First, have you done this command? Stock returns return dot calculate adjusted prices. Have you run this? Is it working? It is showing stock returns does not. Stock return आपने कहाँ use किया? Head stock returns में. But आपने ये save किया. Is this command working? Data is getting fetched from stock. See, get symbols. Let me again tell you, Babita ma'am. Quant mode is a package which gives us inbuilt stocks of US, right? And then get symbols is a function of quant mode via which we can get data of any stock of US market. Okay, now it is working. Good, Meghna ma'am. Kalpesh sir, is it working now for you? ये stock returns head बाद में आएगा. First stock returns are return dot calculated adjusted prices. Is this command working? Is this command working for you? When you have executed this, do the cursor has come. Then only do this head stock returns. इकट्ठा मत कीजिए, ये रन नहीं हुआ होगा या तो. First execute this command. See, I have executed, it has worked fine, it has given me this cursor. Then do head stock returns. Then only it will give us this. Don't execute them simultaneously. NSE BSE के लिए भाव data is there. Already Asif sir has taken that. Okay. It is saying that zoo और ये पैकेज विशाल सर आपका क्वांट मोड इंस्टॉल नहीं हुआ है, आपने पैकेजेस इंस्टॉल नहीं किए हैं, आपके पैकेजेस इंस्टॉल नहीं हुए, दैट इज द एरर. I am requesting again and again to everybody, please do this. Install the packages. You are getting the errors that your packages are not installed and you have not written the library commands. So do these steps first. First step is what? Install .packages quant mode. Do this. Let me do it for you again. Please, everybody. Install .packages quant mode. So it is getting installed. Can you see this? अभी वो क्योंकि मेरा सेशन चल रहा है इसलिए मुझे एरर देगा. No. So I don't want, because मेरे already workspace में है. So it will give me error. नहीं, it is there in my session, so it is going to give me error. Okay, let me start this R again and show you everything again. I think few people have joined late. That's the reason there is a problem. So I'm taking R Studio again. I'm going to start a new session. Now you can see this. This is an entirely a new session. So let me start it again. So the first thing is what that you need is quant mode package. So how we can get that? One method is to write install dot packages, and then you can write a name here. The name is what? Quant mode, right? And then execute it, run it. Now wait here till you get greater than sign. Wait here till you get greater than sign. It depends on your internet speed how much time it is going to take, because it installs those packages onto your machine, and it's a very big package. So those who are getting errors and all that, so now you will not get. So you can see here I have got greater than symbol, right? So once I got this greater than symbol, then I am writing is what I can write is library quant mode. So I am writing here as library, and then if I write Q, I will get that. So I'm getting here quant mode. I will take it directly from here, right? Because it was on my machine now. So I will see now these packages are getting installed XTS and Zoo. आपने लाइब्रेरी नहीं किया इसीलिए आपको मिले नहीं ये packages. You have to do this. You have to bring these packages to your workspace. And to bring these packages to workspace, the command is library. Those who are getting errors related to this. Now it is done. Yes, this is what I told you previously also, that instead it gets stored into your temp folder. What you do is from temp folder, you go to the temp folder, pick those packages and put it into your working directory. Asif sir has already taken the session how you can change your current working directory and how you can get your working directory by using get wd, get working directory function. So what you have to do, I have already said in one of the session that all these packages gets installed onto the temporary folder of our machine. राइट, देखिए यहाँ पे आता भी है where it gets installed in the temp folder. Now we don't want it should get stored into the temporary folder. For that, what you have to do is you have to go to the path which it shows there, copy and paste the package into your working directory. Then you don't need to install again and again. राइट, हम लोग क्यों नहीं रखते हैं? बिकॉज देन वी वोंट बी एबल टू टेल यू. MySQL के साथ ऐसा ही हुआ था ना, मैं इंस्टॉल करके लेके आई, आज तक डाउट्स आ रहा है हाउ टू इंस्टॉल MySQL. So that's the reason we are not installing any package onto our machine and keeping it into temporary so that we can tell you all the steps. So what you have to do is once this package is installed, you see onto which working directory it is showing, it has stored there. So go to that directory, copy the package and store into your working directory. Then you don't have to install every time. Am I clear? Making sense, Ravi sir? Now is this clear? Okay, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay. Now next is what we need to install another package that is called as Portfolio Analytics, because today we are working on to Portfolio Analytics. So install.packages, and then here I need to give the name as Portfolio Analytics. Analytics, right? So install this also and wait till you get greater than sign here. So you can see here it is installing to where. Now you can see here the path it is showing me that it has installed into documents bin library. So let me go to my documents. So see there, the downloaded binary packages are into this folder. So I have to go to this path onto my machine. So let me go to this path onto my machine and see here this package is being installed here. So I have to copy and paste there. Okay, am I clear? Onto my working directory I have to bring. So ये path देगा आपको इधर हर बार R Studio देता है. Where is your binary package installed? Right, and now it is showing that it has installed into my documents. So let me go and check whether it is available into my documents. So this is my document. So you can see here it has installed or not. So yes, quant mode is there. Do portfolio analytics is there. So it is performance analytics is there.
My portfolio is also there. नीचे है थोड़ा.
Portfolio analytics is also there. वो परफॉर्मेंस एनालिटिक्स मैंने किसी और काम के लिए किया था तो वो था. पोर्टफोलियो एनालिटिक्स इज आल्सो देयर, क्वांट मोड इज आल्सो देयर. So now it has come to this. If you want to pick it and wants to bring to your, you can bring it. यहाँ से directly copy कीजिए, paste कीजिए to your working directory. Then you don't need to install them again and again. फिर खाली library करना है, काम हो गया. वो क्या हुआ है ना आसिफ सर, बहुत सारे लोगों ने ना बहुत लेट सेशन ज्वाइन किया है. सो उनको पता ही नहीं था कि ये करना है एंड दे आर गेटिंग एरर.
सो मैंने पूरा का पूरा अभी तक जितना किया है ना वो मैंने पूरा व्हाट्सएप पे एक सिंगल मैसेज में डाला है. तो अगर किसी को चाहिए तो दे कैन क्विकली रन थ्रू द व्हाट्सएप मैसेज. एक सिंगल मैसेज में मैंने सारे कमांड्स एक साथ डाल दिए हैं. आई वाज फॉलोइंग यू ऑल, सो मैं जस्ट बात नहीं कर पा रहा था. तो आई हैव पुट द एंटायर थिंग. या
so then you have to do is what, a library portfolio analytics. So this will also this library will also come to our workspace. Now the thing is why we are doing this today, we are doing is portfolio analytics. So you can think about it that I am not from a finance, I am very scared to invest my money into equity and you people are convincing me to invest into equity. ठीक है, और मैंने इसीलिए बहुत सारे stories भी सुनाए हैं. And these are the two stories. Even today also I am very much scared about it that I don't want to invest into equity. तो सब लोग finance वाले सब लोग हंसता है. Even मेरे family में भी there are so many people who are from finance background and few are CAs. they also laugh at me, but okay, it's okay. So I am not from that line, so I am not worried about it. So ये सब होता है. So आज हम वही करने वाले हैं, portfolio analytics ही कर रहे हैं. So this is what from where we are doing it. Uh, uh, so for this, with these two packages we have taken now. Now we are taking a get symbols function, inbuilt function of quant mode library से ले रहे हैं, and quant mode library automatically is meant for fetching the data of stocks from US country. ठीक है, quant mode package किसके लिए लिखे गया? To fetch the stocks data of US. And then from there what we are doing is we are using its get symbols function, and we want to display the stocks of a particular company. Now there, like how do in India we call Reliance Industries as RIL, similarly they call it as Apple Incorporation Company, AAPL, and for Google the symbol is GOOG. तो आज हम उस पे ही काम करने वाले हैं. So what we are saying, get symbols Apple का data from 2 years का data we are analyzing 16 to 18, and periodicity you should take it daily. And this auto assign is used to make it false because वो एक version का error है. So version का warning देता है, वो नहीं आए इसलिए. And this data which will come, 2 years data which will come of that stock will get stored into a variable. This variable name you can take it any. I have taken AAPL same, so you can take it any. This is basically a XTS object, and XTS object का meaning क्या है? Extended time series. पहले basic time series was made by R. Later on, when they have added more functionality onto it based on the requirements, and then they have brought is XTS, that is called as extended time series. वही पैकेज हमने डाउनलोड किया है, XTS, right? Extended time series, which helps us to do time manipulation very easily. तो इससे वो हो जाता है टाइम मैनिपुलेशन का सारा काम फटाफट. I have missed it anything? Have missed any paragraph? Any ये symbol it is showing me I have missed it anything. So let me execute it again. Yes. Let me remove this and let me execute till this, and later on I will assign this. Okay. So let me execute this and see the warnings which it is giving. Then I have to put this word comma, and then I have to put this auto dot assign. देखो automatically it has given equals to, वो दे भी रहा है कि put this as a false. So I'm keeping it as false, and let me execute it back again. Yes, it is working fine now. So now if I want to see the results of this, what it has brought the data, what kind of data it has brought, yes, the data has come now. I think now everybody is getting the data. Now there will be no questions related to it. Asif sir, let us. He is saying that he is not onto WhatsApp group.
मैम मैं ऐड करता हूँ.
हाँ. Okay. So now they have got this. Then next is what? Let us apply. Now we are taking it for two companies, that is for Google as well as Apple. So we have taken this and stored into a variable called as my stocks. So for both the data has come, then we can check them individually. We are first providing the names. Names kya? First Apple and second column as Google. So we have learned how to provide names to the data. So for that we are using this names to my stocks as what? First will be Apple, second will be Google. And we can see these results also. So we are seeing the results, whether apple column matlab one part of it. So for that we need to use is dollar sign, already been covered. Then we have to use is for Google, we are checking whether uske stocks ka bhi sab kuch dikha raha hai. Yes, for that also it is showing everything. So till now everybody is with me, I hope so. So let us quickly move to, because our job is to do is optimization. So here we are using is what, to take this adjusted, because it will be based on to adjusted prices. So we are taking on to this, so it is executing properly. Now what we want to do is we are doing a merge of these adjusted prices. So a merge will happen. So after merging, what it did, so let us we'll quickly see its head, because otherwise then all scrolling to our data more than 500 rows is not possible. So you can see here, we can see here Apple adjusted as well as Google adjusted prices, and portfolio are to be made on to this. So let us go ahead now. So what is the function used for this? To see the how much returns they have given. So यहाँ पे सबको errors आए थे because they have not used it. So what is it? Return dot calculated. Return dot calculate. It is the function of portfolio analytics library. इसीलिए उसको use किया, right? So I am saying stock returns, return dot calculate adjusted prices. So all those will get stored into stock returns. When I'm saying head of it, it is showing me this. There I said that day one का हमें नहीं चाहिए, because day one won't be able to show, right? वो किससे check करेगा? Previous नहीं. So what we have to do here is -1 we have to put. So after that, if we will execute, so it will not show day one. So day one has gone. So execute these commands. I think यहाँ तक सब दिया हुआ है in chat window also. So after that, now till this everybody has done now. Now next, if we want to calculate the returns of a portfolio, right now we are going to use is what we have to calculate is what the returns of a portfolio. Then which function we have to use here? We have to use return dot portfolio. Right now, return dot portfolio does basically, it takes as one argument. ठीक है, it will take the returns of the stock as one argument, and the weights of the stock as another argument. In this example, we are taking both as equal weights, right? Apple as well as Google का we are taking equal weight. Equal weight के हिसाब से portfolio return करके बताओ what is their return, right? So what is going to happen? For that we are using this function. एक एक करके सब देखेंगे. So what it will return dot portfolio, because we have stored into stock returns, and what we are saying weightage should be same, that is 50-50%. And then what I will do, I will print this portfolio returns and see that it will show me that what is the returns. So you can see here there are negative returns, then there are positive returns. दोनों का combine करके लिया ना इसलिए, because we are investing into both this, so it has shown in that manner, right? So command दे दूं ये into this, so that you can also run this and see it is coming now. So we have taken equal weightage here. And now what will happen if we want to rebalance our portfolio, right? So what we want is we want to rebalance the portfolio. So for rebalancing, what we have to do is let us rebalance monthly. So what we will say here, So to rebalance it, we will say just a command we have to give into this as an argument, rebalance on. So how you want rebalance on? So we want rebalance on months. So it is going to give the results, rebalance onto monthly if we have said this, and then let us print its head. Let us see what values it has given, how it has performed this. So head and then this. So it will return what? Rebalanced onto this monthly. And then what we are supposed to do is now so let us now calculate the non-rebalanced portfolio ratio ढूंढते हैं चलिए okay sharp ratio. Let us use a function called as annualized returns, and what it does basically, so to get an annual table of performance we need to use is a table dot annualized returns function, and this function is from XTS object of portfolio returns, and it is the risk-free rate to get this Sharpe ratio, right? ये आपका ही word होगा finance में Sharpe ratio. So in this example, the non-rebalanced portfolio will be compared to the monthly rebalanced portfolio. So दोनों के दोनों calculate होंगे. So let us see this. Which is the command here? So the command is this. ये वाली मैंने भेजी ना पहले वाली. हाँ, okay. So let us do this and see that. So this is working.
मैम पहले वाली शायद नहीं भेजी है आपने, पोर्ट रीबैलेंस बाकी है शायद.
हेड रह गया क्या उसका?
नहीं मैम, पोर्ट रिटर्न्स तक आया है, पोर्ट रिटर्न्स बैलेंस रीबैलेंस का नहीं आया है. हाँ, तो ये तीनों एक साथ भेज दीजिए.
Rebalance और months का नहीं आया. Okay, so sorry.
तीनों एक साथ
Let me
भेज
send
दीजिए.
it again though. And then this rebalanced. Okay, fine. Okay, then what we are doing is just I am renaming, giving the names to the columns of all port returns, because usme to directly data will come. But we want is first one, as we have seen that port returns was non-rebalanced and port returns rebalanced was monthly rebalanced. So we are just renaming the column names. So let me rename. Rename means we are giving names. नामकरण चल रहा है उनका, right? So that data should come accordingly. So names have been given here, and then we have to use the function table dot annualized return onto all port returns, and here you can see it is divided by 252. So do anyone will tell me why we have taken this? Why it is been taken 252? What is it 252? हमने जो divide कर लिया इससे. आसिफ सर किसी का आंसर आया? Yes, it is trading days. Very,
Yes.
very good. It is trading days. Yes. So we are looking from there. So see here, we are getting everything here. Annualized return, non-balanced, non-rebalanced is this one. And if we have rebalanced, yes, annual return has been changed from 16.47% to 17.69%. What is annualized standard deviation? So it is this annualized sharp at 10% because we have taken here 0.1, that is 10%. So it was taken on to 10% and it has returned this much. So the results we have got now.
I'm okay.
Yes, till this, shall I send this command now? These two?
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
So I think now everybody is with us. So now anyone is getting any error? Anyone is getting any error now? For abhi to packages and I think so everybody is working fine now.
Okay.
Okay. Now let us do the job of portfolio optimization. ठीक है जो जिसके लिए आज हम बैठे ही हैं already we have started with this. So which method we are using here? So two methods we will use. One will be minimum variance and mean variance. Okay, so two methods we will use. One is minimum variance and second one is mean variance. And again for this we need is what? Portfolio analytics package. It is already been with us. So that helps us to do the simple workflow for portfolio optimization. Okay, so let us do this now. So we are going to use both of these. So let us start now. So what we want is here the function name which we are using here is portfolio.spec, and we are saying that take the column names from stock returns and store it into a variable called as a port, and then we will see in port what has come. And let us print now port what has come to this port. So it will show us that what it has stored. So it has just created what? A specification, because this pay what we are going to do is we are going to do optimization. So for doing optimization we first need to create a specification. So you can see here how it has created. So a specification is been generated now. Now to this portfolio, we want to add some constraints, right? So some constraints to be added to the portfolio. So the popular one, which is full investment. So may I know somebody knows about it, full investment? Siddharth Mittal ji, packages are created by programmers and they should know a lot of programming onto it, and majority of R is written into C language. So again, it is a part of developers, those who do this. So for that, we need to learn a language and then how to write this. Programming आना चाहिए उसके लिए. That's how packages are being created.
हाँ, ये थोड़ा सा
So
एंड हो जाएगा ना
generally,
पोर्टफोलियो एनालिसिस, तो
people
मैं
are
थोड़ा सा
what?
उसका
हाँ.
आफ्टर द आपका पोर्टफोलियो एनालिसिस थोड़ा एंड हो जाएगा, तो आई विल टीच देम अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट द बेसिक्स अबाउट दिस पैकेज, क्योंकि कुछ एक आध क्वेश्चन सा कैन वी सी द एंटायर डेटा, सो आई विल शो देम द एंटायर डेटा आल्सो एट द एंड.
Yes, we can see the entire data also. Yes, even you can see, I have shown them this R documentation also, where you can get the entire information about performance analytics, क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, और कितने हैं, see this, whatever you want to calculate, you can go from here, all the functions, entire information is here. So this is our documentation official web portal of R where they have given. So you can see here आपको जो काम करना है either directly आइए, what are the different functions in portfolio analytics, what work you want to do, you can come here, see this and work accordingly. Right? ये इतने सारे हैं. Right?
Correct.
So you can work with any, whatever you want to work, you can take these. आप कभी भी always remember that whatever nowadays tools are coming, so all these tools provides their documentation. Without that, they don't come. Yes, yes. Which you want, share link of that command. It is our documentation. You can Google our documentation. It's an official website of rdocumentation.org. It's an official website of rdocumentation.org. Let me put it into here also. rdocumentation.org. Yes, yes, there are so many packages available. Just you have to Google here, search for packages here. You have to Google financial packages, right? Then it will give you the entire one. It will search through and then it will give you. The only thing is what, when you are going through it, you have to do R&D onto it. कौन सा मेरे काम का होगा? So you can see here that it is showing us about these time value of money, cash flows, and other financial functions it will give you. So in that way, you should first know how to use these functions, right? And then you can work with it. So you will get everything here. Right? So the entire information you will get here. Okay. So then next is what we want to add some constraints here. Popular one is full investment, meaning that the sum of the assets must be equal to 100%, right? And next is for that we will use is weight sum, which constrains the total weight of the portfolio to a specific percentage. Then we will use box, which allows for a minimum and maximum weight for individual assets, and long only, where assets weights can only be positive, right? So what we are going to use in our example, so in our example we will use full weights, long only, and box, right? So we are going to use this. So how to use these constraints? So this is how we can use these constraints. That is see, one by one we have to add to our port. Add dot constraint, portfolio equals to port, type equals to full investment. So this is the first constraint which we are adding here to our portfolio now. So this constraint, and then execute this. So let us execute this. So this constraint is being added now. Now next is what, next constraint which we are saying we have taken is what, full long only. So let us add that also. So long only has been added here. Okay, and okay, that is also executed. And third one, which was it? Box, right? So third one was box. So here now what we are saying, box may minimum and maximum values we have taken. Maximum is 70%, so that is been taken, minimum 0 and maximum this. So once this is done, then we can print is a port. So then we are trying to print the port and to see whether these constraints has been added or not. So it is saying yes, these constraints are being added. So let me give you all these commands in the chat window. You also run this. So see here, it has shown us all the constraints. That constraints types, it is going to use this full investment, long only, and box. And number of assets, and this already we have seen the specification. So two assets onto which we are working, and these are the constraints which are going to be used. Okay. So now next, what we want to do is we want to add the objective metric to optimize. So for that, which function we will use? Then add dot objective method we will use. And what we are going to do, which method? Minimum variance. So uske liye portfolio equals to port min var, right? Type equals to risk, and which method? Standard deviation will be used. And then we will see to it, right? So सबसे पहले क्या किया, पोर्ट को हमने किस में डाल दिया, पोर्ट को पोर्ट min var में डाल दिया. The reason is what? Because R is makes everything as object, so उसमें change करना possible नहीं होता है. So every time if we are working with it and making changes, we need to store them into different variables. वो फिक्स्ड होते हैं, उनके अंदर नहीं कर सकते चेंज. So we need to create a different ones and see the results. And then we will print is what? Port min var, and we will print this. So it is going to print this. See here, it has shown now that objective is what? A standard deviation. So it has added to it. So let me give you all these commands. You also execute. Right. And then now next, the objective has been added. Now what we are supposed to do once the objective is been added, now everything is done, just we have to do is what? We need to maximize the returns. And for that, which method we are going to use first? So first we will use is mean variance method, and we will see this. So how to use that? By using it, so the method is, once objective is been added, use mean variance and see the results. So again we can do the same thing, and ये mean variance का देखा था, अब यहाँ पे आप mean variance. So similar manner you can check for mean variance also, right? And here type is risk and a standard deviation. So again we are taking this and checking this, and mean variance का भी कर दिया, and then let we see mean variance also. So here it will show us what? That this has been also created. Okay, now let us see type. Now let us see our portfolio with type equals to return. Let us see that now. दो ऑब्जेक्टिव हो गए. So let us take here type as a return and name equals to mean, and run this one by one. So we are doing this also, put together. So see here, objective names are standard deviation and mean, both. So now there are two objectives, one is standard deviation and another one is mean. So now finally the portfolios are going to be optimized now, and we will compare the returns. So for that, what we have to use now? So the first thing is what? Here when we are going to do this optimization method. So for global optimization ना, we use a random method. So यहाँ पे आप देखिए optimization method we are using is random. So randomly whenever we take, it gives us good results. And because we are taking random, what happens is when you execute it again and again, because the optimization method is random, it works differently. Now it should not work differently and it should work same. For that we need to set a seed value. सीड वैल्यू क्या करता है, रेंडमाइजेशन को स्टॉप करता है. वट एवर द फर्स्ट वैल्यू हैज केम, every time it will give you the same one because the data is same. It should give us the same value. It should not give us every time a different value. So for that first we need to set is a seed value. डेटा साइंस में ना रेंडमनेस बहुत यूज करते हैं, लेकिन रेंडमनेस का हमारे डेटा पे इफेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट व्हाट वी डू इज we need to set the seed value, and it could be any value. It is not necessary that you have to give 10260. You can set 100 also. It is just to set a value, that's it. It could be any value. ये कंपल्सरी नहीं है 10260 ही होना चाहिए. So you can take any value. So it just stops the randomization. तो हर बार अलग वैल्यू नहीं आएगा, सेम आएगा. ओके. Now let us use after this. अच्छा ये कमांड्स मैंने डाले नहीं ना. Let me put. You can optimize it. Now let us extract the weights of it, and then we will create portfolio returns. Okay. So let us extract the weights. So what were the weights here accordingly? Because it is optimizing now. Previously we used the same weights. If you remember, we have said that weightage will be same. So now here it is extract weights. So it will extract those weights, and then what we will do is based on to it we will try to find out the performance. So for this again we will use what function. If you remembered, we have used is what, return dot portfolio. Onto returns weight, use extract weights of min, vary of and rebalance onto what, months. Let us do this. अभी तक चल रहा है, पिछला कमांड is still working. It's giving me this. So let us see the annualized returns now. मैंने कहाँ तक दिए थे इधर, optimize method तक. Let me give you all these commands. So you will see the results which it has returned. अपनी वैल्यू 252 थी ना. Let us make it 252. So you have seen here what it is showing, that Google is 43%, Apple is 43% and Google is 57%. It means if I will see weightage we have taken previously was 50 and 50, but it is saying don't take 50%, but what we are supposed to do is 43% for Apple and 57% for Google. If we invest, then our annualized returns are going to be increased. right? And now you will see that previously it was 16% something, now it has come to 17.45%, right? And annual Shape pichle bar it was 10%, now it is 10.08%. So now my returns have been increased if I will invest 57% into Google and 43% into Apple. So this is how you can do portfolio analysis and tell your clients accordingly to invest and do, and they can make money. Right, here we did it, which method? I think we did it. So if you want to repeat it for mean variance, you can do it, because here we have did it for minimum. Now you can do it for mean variance, as in the beginning we have said that we will do both the methods, min variance and mean variance. So again for mean variance, same thing, first set the seed and then do the portfolio optimization onto mean variance. You have to give here mean variance. Again the method we will take as random, then extract the weights, and then based on that weights you have to tell the what are your returns. And then if you want to see, you can combine them and see what were the for minimum variance and what is for mean variance. Shall we do this comparison for both this, for both the methods, and then we can choose which was the best one, right? Which has given us the best results. So let us do it. Set seed. Again, we have to set the seed, and then for mean variance method we are using now. So it takes time because it depends on net speed. So let me send these commands to you all also. Let's try this. And then we need to extract the weights. So here you will see what kind of weights it is showing. Previously in min variance method, it has shown 43 and 57% for both. Let's see here, मैं सिर्फ commands लिख के रख रही हूँ and then we will execute. So don't execute till you get is greater than symbol, that is prompt. Later on we will execute these commands. So currently we have executed this, so it is working onto it. It will bring results to us. Asif sir, my voice is not coming.
No मैम आवाज एकदम क्लियर है.
Because इनको लिख के भेज देती हूँ फिर मैं, प्लीज रीज्वाइन.
मैम एक बार नेक्स्ट कमांड एग्जीक्यूट करके देख लीजिए, कभी कभी ना प्रॉम्प्ट आने में प्रॉब्लम होता है.
हाँ, so let me do that. Extract weights. नहीं, it takes time क्योंकि वो नेट पे से कर रहा है. हाँ, it takes time.
एनीबॉडी एल्स जिसका हो गया हो, किसी का आउटपुट
जिसका
आ गया
हो गया.
कमांड आपने भेज दिए मैम.
ये वाले ना
हाँ
सब आगे के मैंने रैंडम तक रखा हुआ था, आगे के मैं सारे भेज.
हाँ
हाँ मैं भेज देती हूँ, सबके सब भेज देती हूँ. They can do. Yes, they can do. But do it one by one.
Execute one by one, please don't do it.
वो आएगा ऐसा नहीं है, नहीं आएगा ऐसा नहीं है. You can execute all and then, because the thing is sometimes then it gets hanged. वो hang होने के बाद then you have to restart the session and that
कल्पेश
creates problem.
एरर आया है, वो पोर्ट मीन वेरिएंस का वेरिएबल उनका डिफाइन नहीं हुआ है।
वो कोई स्टेप मिस किया होगा सर, वो उन्होंने क्रिएट नहीं किया होगा.
The port mean variance we had created. If you look at the command,
We
we
have
had
created
created.
first port को हमने डाला ना इसमें. We have done ना, this command might be he has missed. We have
name equal to mean. वो function which was name equal to mean, वो सब same लग रहे थे ना, शायद रह गया।
शायद इसी. So see here now. Here what it is showing into mean variance. If you remembered in mean variance, it was showing 43% for Apple and 57% for Google. Now mean variance is saying 44% for Apple and 56% for Google. Right. So we have extracted the weights now, and based on to these weights, now let me take the returns. Right. So let us find out the returns here, and then we are going to do is what we have got those mean variance returns. If you want to print, you can print also by writing just mean variance returns.
मैं वो port mean का command paste नहीं किया, कल्पेश सर का कहना है, हमने भूल गए।
कौन सा ये पोर्ट मीन जो हमने अच्छा असाइन करवाया टू पोर्ट टू इनटू पोर्ट मीन वेयर
मीन किया है, मैं डाल देता हूँ, नो प्रॉब्लम।
ओके ठीक है. Okay, then next is what we are doing here.
Please don't take what I'm pasting in the chat window is already supposed to be done before, so please don't mix it up. Okay.
So mean where returns वो पूरा आ जाएगा, तो ये यहाँ पे नहीं. Let us now first what we are doing is we are combine both. आपको याद होगा C bind function column bind. So we are creating two columns here. One will be storing mean van returns and second will be storing the results of mean variance. First will be storing the results of minimum variance and second will be storing the results of mean variance. Right. So we are creating a column, two columns here. So C bind function is used for that. So it will does that. So now we have to provide the names to these two columns. So we are providing column names, first name as minimum balance and second name as mean variance, and then let us print the annualized returns of these two. So we have printed the annualized return. So now you can see here it is showing mean variance is 17.45, whereas mean variance for mean variance ka result annualized returns is 17.49. So if it is 17.49, so it is more. So then what you can suggest is we can suggest that 44% for Apple and 56% for Google. Right. So here also you can see that now annualized Sharpe is what 10%, because we have taken here as 0.1 upon 252. So this is how you can do portfolio analysis, analytics, and portfolio optimizations. So here we end for this.
Yes. Now, do you want to take up MySQL queries or do you want to do a little bit of let the queries come in. Let's see what audience
Let's
wants.
see what they want.
How to use Tally in R Studio. So Tally ODBC requires you to create an ODBC connection to your Tally data. Now, ODBC connection is a separate thing. It's an altogether a separate thing. For that, we need Tally installed in our computer. Unfortunately, neither Sanjeela ma'am nor I do have the Tally ka license. So that ODBC connection, if you have to Tally, then in any, even in MySQL, you can import the data, and R you can import the data. इंपोर्ट करने से आपको समझ में आएगा इसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं है, बिकॉज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द डेटा इनसाइड टैली इज प्रोप्राइटरी। तो उसको समझने के लिए देयर इज अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोसेस व्हिच यू नीड टू डू। तो जो आपका जो कंपनी और जो आपके अलग अलग जो आप एंट्रीज करते हैं वो एग्जैक्टली किस तरह स्टोर होता है आपको बैक ऑफ द सीन्स वो आपको मालूम नहीं है। सो दैट इज अनदर स्टोरी। ओके, सो यू कैन गेट द डेटा बट विल यू बी एबल टू मेक सेंस ऑफ द डेटा इज अनदर क्वेश्चन।
Optimized portfolio returns not found. Might be you have not taken this command. C bind वाला रह गया होगा. This command you might have missed to create optimized portfolio returns variable, and you have executed it directly. So ये command might you have missed to execute. वो variable create नहीं हुआ. हाँ.
मिस्टर सिद्धार्थ मिश्रा का क्वेश्चन इंटरेस्टिंग है। The question he is asking is कि can I take an Excel का table and convert it into insert command? Okay, इसके लिए ना बहुत सालों पहले I had done that using an online website जहाँ पे what it would do is it would take my Excel sheet. I would have to select the rows.
अभी तो डायरेक्टली उस दिन कनेक्टर से बताया ना, डायरेक्टली दे कैन टेक नाउ, दैट इज देयर, यू डोंट हैव टू राइट इवन द इंसर्ट स्टेटमेंट।
नहीं, कनेक्टर ठीक है, बट अगर मुझे इंसर्ट क्वेरी बनानी ही हो तो सपोज आई वांट टू क्रिएट इंसर्ट क्वेरी, तो देयर आर वेबसाइट्स वेयर यू कैन एक्चुअली अपलोड योर एक्सेल शीट एंड दे विल कन्वर्ट इट इनटू अ ह्यूज लिस्ट ऑफ इंसर्ट क्वेरीज जो आप कॉपी करके पेस्ट करके एंटर मारेंगे तो सब एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा और सारा का सारा डेटा आपका एसक्यूएल के टेबल में क्रिएट होके इंसर्ट हो जाएगा।
स्क्रिप्ट
तो
फाइल भी बना सकते हैं उससे।
हाँ, उसकी स्क्रिप्ट फाइल बनने के लिए ऑनलाइन भी टूल्स अवेलेबल हैं।
अभी तो कनेक्टर आ गया, वो तब की बात थी when connector was not available. Now connector is available. See, all these softwares ना they update themselves. So based on these requirements, पहले tele में ERP system नहीं थे, right? So now tele ERP comes. Similar manner now to work with our ODBC connection is being added. So these versions are being updated every time. So whenever you see you are learning a tool, so don't throw that tool, right? R हमारे काम का नहीं है, छोड़ दो. So R is also going to bring all these things which you require, right? So whatever is the need of the time, they do it. Yes, it is still not a true ERP.
There is I just did a quick search. There is a website called beautifultools.com जहाँ पे ये अवेलेबल है। मैंने भी ट्राई किया, इट वर्क्स फाइन, वर्क्स फाइन। अगर आपको इंसर्ट में कन्वर्ट करना है तो beautifultools.com। Tally is absolutely not a true ERP at all because it lacks the customization of something like an SAP जो SAP कर सकता है। You can connect to any database, sir. Mr. Yogesh का question है whether I can take data from an Oracle database. You can take data from any well-known database into R. जो भी standard databases around the world use किए जाते हैं सारे के सारे support R में है। Mr. Vivek Verma has something to share with Tally Prime और Tally ERP के बीच में। Yes, of course. Tally has its own particular use in India because we have so many small enterprises and micro enterprises. It works well because they cannot afford and they don't even need, small enterprises do not need, micro enterprises do not need a full-fledged ERP. Number of employees are too small, number of, the management is very small, so they don't need an ERP and implementation like an SAP or something. So yes, it's not that required.
Whether we can join Oracle database? Yes, we can join Oracle database also through R.
एक मतलब क्विकली ना एक छोटा सा मैंने कुछ किया है, I'll just take the control action.
Shall I make you organizer?
हाँ, मैंने खींच लिया।
Or presenter? Let me make you presenter.
Let me see if I've already pulled it from you. Can you all see the screen? मैम दिख रहा है क्या मेरा screen?
एक minute. Let me remove my screen first and then see. Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay, so what I have done now is I have used so I'm using the same package which ma'am has used today. That is your quant mode. Quindle was what I discussed yesterday, but quant mode is also a good package. कल भी ये question आया था that can I get any other script? So you can get any script from any source of online sources जो आपको data देते हैं. So for example, here if you use that get symbol जो first command था ma'am का, उसमें
Yes.
हमने from to periodicity and all of that we had done. What if I don't want to do that and I want to take the entire database? So ऐसा किसी का question था. So what I can do is I can just specify. For example, मैंने यहाँ पे किया है get symbols in fee and I'm giving the source equal to Yahoo. Now source is important because source कहाँ से वो लेगा data otherwise वो है. तो यहाँ पे मैंने auto assign रखा था मैम के इसमें, but यहाँ पे I have given source is equal to Yahoo. There are other sources also which you can use. But Yahoo Finance I'm picking up the data for Infi. So if I run this, you will see that this Infi object will be created automatically from the get symbols, and I can now plot the entire chart of Infi if I want to. So I can just do a bar chart, enter, and you will see over here on my right from 1st March 2007 to yesterday 8 December 2020, but this is Infosys Infi stock in the क्या कहते हैं उसको न्यूयॉर्क स्टॉक एक्सचेंज NYSE का है, ओके, इंडिया नहीं है. So New York, I think this is the American stock exchange का data which is here. Now so you will see the entire right from you will see the 2007 से लेके 2019 तो दिया है, but 2020 तक का data है. Up till yesterday the entire data is there because I think markets have not opened in the US till now, or they might have just opened. So that data will not be available with us. Now over here, I have also checked whether I have in this data, I have opening, high, low, and closing information in this data set. So if it comes as true, that means I have the OHCL. OHCL is the open, high, low, and closing data. Is the volume available in the data? So I have a function called as has. I will copy all this and give it to you. There are these functions. So is OHCL data? Is it having the volume information? If I say, so it will check yes, it has the volume information. If I want to find out the highest price at which Infosys the Infi stock has ever reached, I can just run series high. So for the entire series, the high was noted on the 14th of October 2020. Okay, that is the highest value since 2008 जहां से ये data हमारे पास available है. Also, I can find out the daily percentage change of open to close. So if I do that, OPCL is a function which will tell me change in, so of course it will give for the entire इतने सालों का तो वो तो इतना प्रिंट नहीं कर पाएगा. It will say that it has omitted 2500 rows because उतना printing नहीं करना था. But otherwise what it will do is opening to close, it will do the change कितना हुआ है stock prices. Open to open change means from yesterday one period open to another period you can check OPOP. HICL is high to close, that is the highest to close का data अगर आपको check करना तो कर सकते हैं. If you want a particular month or particular year, okay, so for example if I want to print the data for the year 2020 and the December month, so I've put it in the box bracket the date. The full date नहीं डाला. अगर I give the entire date, then only उस दिन का data दिखेगा, because I've given the month. You will see 1st of December, 2nd of December, 3rd of December, 4th of December, 7th of December and 8th of December का open, high, low, close, volume and adjusted. ये सारा information आपको is being shown. If I want to see only the last trading date का information, then I say last Infi. Then automatically I get the last date, which was yesterday, 8th December ka data. If I want the last 3 days, I will use comma 3, which will give me 4th, 7th and 8th, which are the last 3 working days. If I want last 2 weeks, so for today, this week and last week, that is starting from the 30th of November to 8th of December उतना data है. This week का data which is half the week complete नहीं हुआ है, but and last week का पूरा data. So that information is being shown over here. I can do 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, whatever I want, I can get that data also. So in this way, we can actually look at the data from any of the stock prices which are available. Okay, sources which are available are there. So I'll just copy and paste the entire thing in one go for you all. If you all want to try it out, please feel free to do so.
And related to if you want Indian stock data, so for that you need to download the package. Package name is Indian Stocks R. And the package name is Indian Stocks R. But for that, then you need a different version of R, because currently which version we are using doesn't support this. And you need two libraries. One is Indian Stocks R and one is Tidyverse. So these are the two things which we need. And then the similar manner you will get data, NSE as well as BSC, like how we did it for this. वो क्या होता है ना,
So
whenever we
Indian,
work with these now, we need different versions basically of R. So
there
you
are
will get
people who are working right now. हाँ, in developing the packages, ये अभी नए नए packages हैं, उसके साथ हम लोग काम नहीं करते हैं right now because उनका stability का tension रहता है कि आज चल रहा है कल नहीं चल रहा है वाला problem होता है. So for demonstration, but those packages are getting refined as we speak, and they will be available to you pretty soon. So now once you know this, you can try to use the Indian stock package also.
yes. But ये R पे नहीं चलेगा currently the version which we are using. नहीं सबको होगा ना, why we have not taken that. This was the reason because we have not taken that.
नहीं, हाँ, और बहुत सारे उसके अलग ये भी है कि currently ना I've experimented with many of the packages. Even भाव data ना कभी कभी ना बीच में data missing होता है for some reason. I don't know why. You all might know better, but because of that, even some of my भाव data का experiment, the practicals which we had planned, I did not show you because even I was getting a lot of errors with भाव data. So there is there. I will share you some scripts as we go ahead. Definitely. Even group WhatsApp group पे मैं जैसे मेरा वो काम हो जाएगा, I will definitely share with you. I'm working on how to get the data directly from the BSE and NSE stock exchange का website into our system. Then you'll be able to do the same command but with Indian data. Yes, SAP के connectors available हैं I think for us. You know these proprietary ERP software जैसे SAP है, Tally, though it may not be called an
पे
ERP.
डायरेक्टली इधर है ना ऑप्शन सैप से लेने का. We have option, we have shown that आपका वो नेम रहेगा तो वो
The only
कनेक्शंस पे
problem,
जाएंगे तो you can create that connection with your SAP.
वो correct है. The only problem which I faced once before with working with another company was that many of the data is encrypted because of security reason. तो जब वो import होता है ना तो वो decrypt बराबर होता है कि नहीं depends on the you know the authorization which you have. If you are full authorization, then you will be able to decrypt it properly. उसमें settings लगते हैं.
Again the thing is package name ना just R आगे लगा दीजिए और उसका name. Like for Oracle, somebody asked me, so Oracle connectivity के लिए we uses JDBC connector. So to use for R we have to add R to it. Similarly for SAP we have to use RSAP. तो R वालों ने सब कुछ same रखा है. Just to create that package, then they have added the name as R. So RSAP is there to work with SAP data. So you need that package. So जिसका भी functionality करना है, for that you need to install their packages. And then you have to take care that these packages will execute onto which R version. So that is again a big problem because it doesn't support with the previous version. So वो एक problem आता है. Then you need to work with different versions of R. So एक काम आप एक R पे करेंगे, दूसरा काम आप दूसरे पे करेंगे, like that. You have seen also onto my machine there are different versions of R installed. So few versions support a few packages, few support different packages. So in that way, you need to install is different versions of R.
Correct. All right. So I think we've come to the close of the session today, and hopefully tomorrow we will take more questions. Thank you.
So if we will say so related to this part SQL and this we have finished now. So please
Yes.
tomorrow we will be waiting for your feedbacks also. How was it?
Correct.
So thank you everybody. See you tomorrow. Please be on time because in Excel again whatever we are going to learn we need to install the connectors for everything.
Yes.
So please be on time. Otherwise again like today how we have repeated the same thing again we need the same thing tomorrow if you will join late.
Yes. Please do. And I would request ask permission from Mr. Bansal if we can close the session, sir. Bansal sir, hai? Bansal ji,
Bansal sir is
हाँ, है
there.
तो सही. Can we close the session, sir?
Yes, sir, we can close it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye bye.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.